Hi everyone, this is Anastasia again. I'm going to be recording a video on organization and how to operate and organize your home-based business. And this goes for any type of business that you are operating, whether it's a network marketing type of business or a traditional home-based business and you're just working from home. So two prime tools that you want to have, two things. You want to have a planner. This planner is very useful during your day-to-day activities when you're out prospecting for clients or prospecting for customers, and you want to keep track of people that you come in contact with when you have their business card in your hand and you need to book an appointment. So you want to have your planner with you at all times. I always use a small size planner to be convenient, such as a day planner, and basically it has like a little it has like a notebook in there for me. Has a notebook in there for me to write on, scribble on, and it also has the calendars for the 2 years, and then it has the months organized by the days, and there's actual spots, to write in. So kind of hard to, there we go, now we got a clear picture. Okay, so that's what you want. And what you want to do is jot down, okay, I got an appointment with so-and-so, with Sally at 2 o'clock at the restaurant in, Leonardo's. And you just write that down, and that keeps track of what you're doing. So that was just an example of the way I do it. And then what you want to do to be accountable to yourself, this is one of my business building tips. When you're entrepreneur minded, and how you do it for yourself, because nobody teaches you these things. You have to learn them on your own. So it's good to have me teach you, because I'm full of information and it's time to get it out. So it's good to learn from other people. So one of the good accountable things is, once that task is completed and you sat with your prospect or your customer, you did what you had to do, you put a tick mark or a check mark by that date, and showing that you did it and it was done. If it was not completed, then what you want to do is put a dot or an asterisk and put follow-up, like you got to come back to it. Keep yourself accountable. You can use highlighters, but I don't really use highlighters in my planner. I think they're kind of messy. So what I just use is just my pen, and I just write information in there. So that's the tip about using your business planner. Now remember, your business planner is separate from your personal planner, so try not to get those two things confused. If you have something personal, then write personal and block. Block that time out and write block personal, so that way you don't schedule anything around that time, whether it's family time with your kid or personal or family time with your family or your spouse. The second thing I want to talk about is your binder. You want to get a 1-inch size binder. You can get this at any dollar store or Dollar Tree or Dollar General. For cheaper. I always like to shop in clearances and inexpensive items, when I'm running my business. I don't want to spend too much. The only thing I spend too much on is pretty much my business cards. So what you want to do is have a binder and organize it a certain way according to the type of business that you're operating. Now, I get questions all the time from people who say that they have like a traditional business. How do they organize their binder? Well, it all depends on you. How do you operate during the day? But once you figure out what you're doing, then you can put it all in a binder and create tabs for yourself. Like for me, I'm in a network marketing business. I basically tab it a certain way. Like I'll have a tab for contacts, and that's for all my contact people that I come in contact with or associate with, that I would like to come back to or talk to about my business opportunity, or I need to talk to them about becoming a customer. So I'll put their name down. I'll list it 1 to 100 on loose leaf notebook paper, and then what I do is, next to it I write their name, first and last. Then in the middle I'll make some space, and in the middle I write down their telephone number or their cell phone or their email address, or all three. And you want to make room for all this. And then next to it I want to put the date that I did a presentation for them, or a date that I met with them and I'm going to follow up with them. And then I put, if they decided to become a customer or a client or a business partner, that's what I do, and I write a little tick mark there. And that is for your contact list. Now, the second thing I like to do is I have a tab, it's called Journal. I am a very big writer. I love writing little things. I write every day, and get in the habit of writing, because it helps you express your emotions when you're writing. People love to read and people love to write. So that's the type of person I am. I love to read and I love to write. So I write a journal so that I can keep accountable to myself. I work with a team of people, and constantly we have conference calls every week. And basically I like to keep accountable with myself. So what I do is I put a date at the very top. I put the month, like January, and then I put 2009, the year, real big in the center. And then what I do is I write the month and the day, the month 1/3, and then I put, went to my first business auction, or went to my first business luncheon, and I write those things down, and that keeps me accountable for the thing that I did that day, so that way I can go back and refer to what I did, so in case I don't forget. So this keeps accountable of things that you do. Then what you want to do is create a tab for follow-up. Now follow-up is key. They always say that in business and in network marketing. Follow-up is very key. When you get in contact with a customer or a client, you want to follow up with them in the first 48 hours. They call it the 48-hour follow-up, and that's what you want to do. Follow with them within 48 hours of you contacting them. Whether it's a phone call, an email, or you want to go back out to lunch with them. Get in contact with that person, because what happens is if you don't do that, it kind of defeats its purpose. You just basically forgot about them, or they'll feel kind of neglected. So you don't want that. You want to build a good relationship with your client or your customer. And then what you do in the follow-up list is you just write down their name, and you write down what you did, a time that you called them, or you had the time that you met with them in a little journal. So that's another journal. It's called follow-up. The third, let's see, I got 1, 2, 3 tabs I just talked about. I don't want to lose track. 4, okay. Ideas. We come up with ideas every single day, every single second, but they get lost because we never write them down. So I became accountable to myself, and I learned that writing your ideas will help you remember them. So create a tab in your binder, in your business binder, write ideas. Put ideas down there, whether it's an idea for a marketing idea, or a great idea for a home party plan. You want to go with a theme. You can do spa, you can do a pamper party, a makeup party, you can do a tea party, you can do all kinds of parties, you can do a football party, you can do all kinds of parties if you're in a party plan business, or you want to go with a theme with getting together with your client. Okay, and then what you want to do is a tab for whatever is a good fit for your business. Like for me in network marketing, I put like marketing tools. I put a tab for notes from our conference calls. I keep a tab for those conference calls, a tab for the notes, so that way I can look back and refer to them. And then what I do is I make a tab. Now this is only in network marketing. Don't do this for traditional business. In my binder, I keep a tab for my commission checks. Now, excuse me, what I want to do is basically keep track of all my commission checks, the checks that I get from the first time that I enrolled all the way up as I grow. And what this does is it shows that I'm accountable to myself, to show what goals I'm going to set forward for myself, so I can account to them, and what status I want to get to within my network marketing business. And then that's it, and you get in the habit, and it becomes second nature. What you want to do is keep writing in this binder. So keep it with you, take it everywhere you go. Don't forget it. Keep it with you at all times. You also want to have a calculator with you. Don't leave home without it. That's what they say, right? Do with things with your credit cards. Keep a calculator with you, especially if you're in the network marketing business and you need to calculate some things of orders or something like that. Or, I don't do orders, but I always keep a calculator because you never know when you need one in handy. You want to also have a little writing pad, notebook, fat little notebook, something like this. I keep these things, and I tell you, they get filled with people. Every time I go out and prospect people, I have to have this booklet with me in my purse, because that's the smallest thing I can carry. You want to be able, I can't carry the binder with me when I'm going out prospecting because it's too big, but I have my little planner and I have my notebook. And my little notebook helps me a lot, because when I come in contact with people, I always write down their name, their phone number, the time, the date that I met them, and a little note like, saw you at a supermarket. Stuff like that. You want to do things like that. Other than that, have your cell phone with you. Do not have it on vibrate unless you need to. Answer your cell phone. That's a good tool. Keep your cell phone with you at all times. If you're going to operate from your cell phone or your home phone and it's ringing, you got to make sure you answer the phone. So I talk to you later. I got to take this call.